Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive. Today, we're taking a look at some Spanish headlines making a splash online. And I've got to say, I'm a little baffled by this one.
Ah, yeah, I see what you mean. It's quite a headline, isn't it?
It really is. Just from the language itself, it's clearly trying to catch your eye.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's break it down for our listeners. Esto se descontrola.
Which basically translates to,
This is getting out of control.
yeah, dramatic, right.
Super dramatic.
Yeah.
But it's what comes after that throws me off. We've got un Jedi, Kenobi, and Henry Cavill all crammed in there. What's the connection?
Right. It's like they took everything trending and threw it into a blender. You've got your Jedi, clearly a Star Wars reference, then Kenobi, which is probably talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nicholas got it.
And then out of left field, Henry Cavill, who we all know from Superman and The Witcher. It's a wild mix.
It really is. Is there something going on in Spanish online culture that we're missing? Like, are these figures part of some running joke or something?
It's tough to say without more context. But you're onto something about online culture being key here. Spanish internet humor, especially in Spain, thrives on this kind of, well, absurdity.
Absurdity.
They love taking pop culture references, mashing them up in unexpected ways, making it relatable, but also just plain bizarre.
So maybe this headline is playing into that. Not meant to be taken literally, but more like a, what's the word?
A way of saying something's blown up online, become a massive trend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it would make sense, given how Spanish headlines, especially online, really use strong language to grab attention.
Oh, for sure. It's about getting those clicks, grabbing the reader, making them feel like they gotta know what's going on.
Creating that sense of urgency, right?
Spot on.
Okay, so even though the specifics are a mystery, we can at least assume this headline points to something that's caught the attention of Spanish-speaking internet users.
Definitely. Whatever it's about, it's sparked conversations, created buzz.
It's part of the online conversation. This whole thing is a good reminder that even phrases that seem like nonsense at first glance can offer a peek into what's happening at a particular place and time.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. It makes you wonder what's happening over in Spain that could lead to a headline like this. What events or trends are feeding into this bizarre mix of references?
Well, that's the fun part. It's like a little puzzle. Maybe there's a Spanish film project with Henry Cavill that's generating a ton of hype. Or some crazy viral meme combining these figures in ways no one saw coming.
I love that. This headline has become its own little mystery for us to solve.
It has, hasn't it?
And it just goes to show that the internet is this ever-changing landscape of language, trends, and humor. You never know what you're going to find.
Couldn't agree more. Sometimes the most interesting information leaves you with more questions than answers. It's what keeps us curious and makes us want to dig deeper.
Exactly. So to all our listeners out there, I challenge you to go explore, see what you can find. Maybe you'll be the one to crack the code and figure out what un Jedi, Kenobi, and Henry Cavill really mean in the world of Spanish internet culture.
Happy hunting!
That's it for today's deep dive. Catch you next time.